Most tax pros leave a message.
It's Jane. I'm moving on to a TurboTax expert who beat your price. Adam Devine, tell him how I feel.
Hey, tax pro, she's been thinking twice. Best believe TurboTax will beat your price. This is a tax break.
Switch to a TurboTax Live expert and we'll beat what you paid your pro last tax season. Make the switch at TurboTax.com/beatyourprice. TurboTax full service only. Sign up by 12/20/2024 and file by 4/1/2025. Full details at TurboTax.com/beatyourprice.
Listen in. Starbucks. It's a great day for coffee.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I am going to be talking on trolling, because trolling doesn't mean what it used to mean back some years ago when Call of Duty was more so the main source of trolling, but now it's like everybody's trying to use trolling as an excuse for something. It's like they done took it out of Call of Duty and now they're using it for IRL situations. You know, they're using it for hating on somebody. I'm trying to think of some other ways of trolling and stuff. Yeah, like I feel like they try to, whatever it is that they got themselves caught up in, they're trying to use it as a get out of jail free card. And I'm like, fam, you cannot use the word trolling for everything that exists in life. But yeah, it's like you got people out there, they'll try to do that. But no, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a history lesson, you know, because I feel like some people might not know the origin story to the word trolling. Now, from what I remember, because I've been a content creator for 14 years now, so I have seen a lot of different content, where still some content still exists till this day that was uploaded years ago when I very first started getting into content creating. And then you have some content where it's a little different, you know. But anyways, I remember when Call of Duty, like Black Ops, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I'm trying to think, like, those were the two Call of Duties I remember where a lot of YouTube videos was being uploaded on them. And, yeah, you know, you had people doing, like, montage videos, you had people doing, yeah, they were doing some story videos, like, focused on the campaign. But the main videos that I personally feel that was outside, because I feel like the montage videos, those, in my opinion, those were some of the best, like, types of videos to watch. I wonder if I gotta watch if people still be, no, they do. It's just not as popular. But, nah, man, like, Call of Duty montage videos, like, you find, like, the right one, bro, I'm telling you, it was some good content, alright? But anyways, but no, overall though, trolling people on, in multiplayer lobbies was the popular thing to do back in those days with Call of Duty. You know, I seen so many different types of trolling. Like, I seen where people, they would start up a game, put it on headshots only, the other person is unaware of that, they're shooting at them, they're all like, hey, wait a minute, my shots aren't hitting, what's going on, like, what's happening, and they don't tell them until the last minute, and then they're like, oh yeah, you just got trolled and stuff. Or, no, the one that I found funny, I think that was more so with, Grand Theft Auto. I didn't really see it in Call of Duty. I'm trying to think, I think the last time I remember seeing a video like this was with Grand Theft Auto 5. But anyway, so what a person would do is that they'll get into an argument with somebody in the game, only record the parts where the other person is talking. I think either they'll change their name or they will, I don't know, maybe the person just overall forgot, but they will play back what that person said to them, and them people are full-blown arguing with themselves. Oh my god, I'm telling you, like, gaming content back then, it was some of the most funniest content possible, bro. Like, I'm telling you, gaming content, I feel like it doesn't hit like how it used to, you know, like, you just, because you see, it's just different, you know, it's just overall different. It ain't like how it was back then. Back then, it's like, oh yeah, you definitely would have some 9-year-old kid calling you the N-word, and the crazy thing about it, you're not even black. Like, they were just using it as a, I don't know, as an insult, and I'm like, fam, that YouTuber is white. You're calling a white person the N-word. I know I'm not going to be offended by that stuff, but I know a white person is definitely not going to be offended by you calling them the N-word. It was just silly back then when it came to gaming content. But yeah, that's where trolling, where I guess I had more so started seeing the word trolling. But throughout the years, it seemed that it started transitioning outside of the gaming universe when it came down to content creating, and it started making its way into IRL content. For those that don't know what IRL means in real life. For those that don't know, all right, if I'm gonna give you guys a history lesson, I'm gonna throw in, you know, some little like Easter eggs in there and stuff. But anyways, no, overall though, it started making its way into IRL content. So fast forward, I'm saying maybe like 2013, 2014 era of YouTube. I had to say, like, that was during that time frame where people were doing a lot of different pranking videos. And I had to say, I feel like that stuff kind of died off maybe 2016. I feel like, yeah, at that time, content creating has shifted, and yeah, it wasn't really about pranking videos anymore because people was getting hurt behind them pranking videos. You had dudes getting punched in the face, getting jumped, getting chased down the street. You still see some people doing it, but it's not as often as it was. But yeah, you seen a lot of people back then doing pranking videos, and so so just I guess to name out like a prank as an example. So there'll be some like random guy, he'll walk up to another random guy and he'll push him. And I'm not saying that this is an actual pranking video, but I'm just using it. It's a fictional prank video, all right? It ain't real. But anyways, just use it for the example. But yeah, he'll walk up to the guy, push him, start acting like he's gonna fight with him. And then when the guy, he realized that that guy's about business and he's really trying to fight, then that's when he starts talking about like, oh, I feel like at one point in time, like, yeah, people were saying it's just a prank, bro. Then it shifted to, I'm just trolling, man. I'm just trolling you. Like, that's when they'll say it's just a prank, bro. Like, chill, relax. And it's like, you can't approach a person on some wild behavior and then think that they're automatically gonna know that, oh, you just joking with me, you just trolling. Because I feel like some people would see that with others, and then or if they doing it with their friends, then they think, oh, well, I could do it with random people. No, you can't do it with random people. And I feel that some people just don't overall know that, you know, and it's something where it's like you have to really sit down and pay attention and read the room. Not everybody is in on your trolling or on your pranking or any of that stuff. Like, fam, you have to, the thing is this, you know, and I know like that defeats the purpose of trolling somebody if you tell them beforehand if they're trolling, but it's like, and if you have to, if there's something, stuff like that crosses your mind, or you have to do stuff like that, I guess like if you are trolling a random person, you shouldn't be trolling that random person. Troll your friends, troll your family, but random people, they ain't did nothing to you. You know, so yeah, it was, I had to say, like, the prank videos, that, like, IRL prank videos, that did kind of die off. So then I had to say that fast forward, then trolling, it kind of, like, I had to say it reached to a point where it was just kind of, like, it was flatline. Like, it not so much as, like, it died off, but it was just being used as at a moderate level. Like, it wasn't really, that popular and things. And then fast forward up until today, now I feel like everybody is trying to use it as an excuse of getting out of something. Like, and this was a real prank video. The guy was going around punching people. I think he punched one dude in the back of the head, and I think he was trying to claim that he was just trolling people, and it's like, that's not trolling people. That's assault. Like, you can go to jail behind that type of stuff, or it'd be something where it's like, yeah, if that person has like any damages done to their body because you want to go around and punch people, it's like, how, then you gotta ask that question. And that's the thing that people never want to do. They never want to put themselves in the other person's shoes. But it's like, how would that make you feel, somebody just walk up on you and just randomly punch you in the back of the head where it caused some significant amount of pain? You're gonna feel a certain way about that. You're gonna turn around and try to swing on that person. Do you think, and even if you are a content creator, do you think if somebody have somebody punch you as hard as they possibly could in the back of your head, all right, have them do that, and then even if it's like, but even if it's on some stuff where it's like, yeah, well, I mean, I guess it would make more sense if it's a friend. You just walk up to a random person, talk about punch me as hard as you can, you wouldn't really care. But honestly, getting back to the question though, because I feel like I was like jumping the gun, and then I was just like, wait a minute, that wouldn't make sense. So I started thinking, I'm like, before I even said my sentence, I'm like, nope, that ain't gonna make sense. But going back to the original question, yeah, how would that make you feel though if you got punched in the back of the head by a random person? But it's like, you do this type of content, like you people know you for this type of content, so that's just how they gonna greet you. They ain't gonna greet you by saying, hey, what's up, bro, like the content. Nah, anytime somebody walk up on you, they're gonna punch you in the back of the head. you're gonna feel a certain way about that. You ain't gonna be all like, oh, well, I guess that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Nah, you gonna turn around and swing on that person. Ain't nobody gonna be all like, or it might be that one where it's all like, you turn around, you like, dude, what's your problem? Like, what you got going on and stuff. But if not that, yeah, you gonna try. I know I was going to fight with somebody. They just haul off and punch me in the back of the head. I'm like, I don't care what you got going on with you. I'm like, nah, it's like, you gonna learn. You can't just be punching random people in the back of the head. But that's the thing, though. They're doing it to older people, you know, and it's like, yeah, they're not doing it to no young person. But it's like, the thing is this, though. Why even do that type of content in the first place? How many times have you seen, you don't see YouTube putting this on the trending page. You don't see YouTube, maybe they might have recommended him the video and that's how he got the idea. But if not that, it's like, what possessed you to do that type of video? You know, and the thing is this, you cannot use trolling as an excuse. That's not trolling. Again, that is assault. You can't just go around assaulting random people. You know, but anyways, and then even talking on some of the people that had tried to troll me, quote unquote troll me and stuff, but no, I just remember the one YouTuber that I got into it with back in 2015, Minnesota Boy. So for those that don't know of his situation, some of you guys might be new to my podcast, and if you're viewing this on my main channel or the YouTube channel for my podcast, yeah, there was this guy that I used to get into it with named Minnesota Boy. So how that whole situation started. So he makes a video talking about why he hates white people. And at that time being like, that was the trending like video to do a dear enter a certain group of people. And then, yeah, people. And so it's all like dear black people, dear white people. The one lady, Nicole Arbor, I think, yeah, she was the one that went viral for doing that. She did a video titled, Dear Fat People, and then was, like, cracking all these jokes about, people of size, and, yeah, she was facing some backlash over that, so it just confuses me, because it's like, Minnesota Boy, why would you do some stuff like that? Have you seen the amount of backlash that girl got? What possessed you to do a video like that on your own? You know, you're doing good content already, and yeah, Minnesota Boy, he was an extremely toxic person, even outside of the Dear White People, Why I Hate White People video he did do, where he did get into it with this other YouTuber, named Blasphemous HD, where he said some things to Blasphemous HD where it's like, yeah, that's not trolling, you know, like, unless Blasphemous HD was in on it, and then he comes out and say, oh yeah, me and Minnesota Boy, we wasn't really fighting with each other, we just wanted to get some, you know, I guess get some views out of the situation and stuff. But that's the thing though, it's like, I'm not trying to disrespect their careers, but it's like, you guys aren't on that level to where, I guess, like, amongst your fans, yeah, that's gonna be the only people that's gonna be watching that stuff, but it ain't like, we're not talking about, like, Mr. Beast fighting with PewDiePie. I think they were at, like, a TwitchCon or a Comic-Con, whatever. There's, like, one type of, like, con events that they be going to, but yeah, they were at some event where they did almost get into a fight, because no, yeah, Minnesota Boy, he was saying some out-of-pocket stuff. The thing is this, he was saying things that I wouldn't even if I am cool with that person, I wouldn't say the stuff that Minnesota Boy said. I was like, one thing that I can remember was that he I'm not gonna say what it was, but he did say that he wished Blasphemous HD's mom got a sort of, well, I'm just gonna say it. I don't think anybody, I think he did say something along the lines like he hoped that his mom dies or that she gets cancer. He said something out of pocket like that, and yeah, that's not trolling. That's something, if he tries to come out and say like, oh yeah, I was just trolling Blasphemous HD and he got too emotional. Yeah, that's not something that you joke about. Like, of course anybody's gonna get emotional about that type of stuff. Because, like, let's say if that stuff were to happen, how would that make you feel knowing that, like, you put that out in existence and then it happened? You know, or how would that make you feel if it happened to your own parent? You gonna feel a certain way about that. But yeah, it's like people, they don't be thinking along those lines. But anyways, yeah, but outside of the Blasphemous HD, he did talk on it on his own. If you guys want to go to his channel and see when he was talking about Minnesota Boy, you very well can. But anyways, no, getting back to his Dear White People, Why I Hate White People video. So yeah, he uploads this video going on this racist rant about white people. Ended up losing a good majority of his fan base. I think he was like, he was either close to 80K or he was at 80K. I think that's what people were telling me when he like when he uploaded that video, that he had like a lot of subscribers, but then he ended up losing them. And I don't even think that channel, he ain't even active on that channel anymore. He did create another channel, but yeah, it was like it was something where it's not as popular as his the main channel he had. But no, let me check real quick. So his the one channel he had, the main channel was 49,000 subscribers. Then he has a new one with 727 subscribers, and he can't even he can't upload on that channel. I guess I guess he is still able to upload, but yeah, he ain't really all that active. I think he's I think he's just overall just kind of laying low, because it's like, yeah, people are gonna remember you for that video. It's like you can't just disappear and then come back, maybe underneath a different name, and maybe he did do that, but yeah, it's like, fam, you can't come back underneath the same name thinking that people are just gonna accept the fact that, because that's what he did. So he makes that video, gets into it with everybody that was calling him out for making that video, even got into it with me, and I'm like, fam, I wasn't even trying to attack you. I was just saying, like, that's an out-of-pocket video. That's crazy to just, be uploading videos like that and stuff. But it was like him and his fan base, they were trying to get on me for not being racist with them. And I'm like, well, that's the thing. I'm not racist. So, like, why do I have a reason to hate white people? Like, my thing is this. I guess maybe if it's on some stuff where he done dealt with a lot of messed up white people to where they might have said and did some racist things to him, those are them. Like, you can't blame a whole race for doing something that, 2, 3, 4 individuals done did to you. Or even if it's on some stuff where it's like, oh, you dealt with some white kids calling you the N-word on Call of Duty. Okay, and do you know how many times I've been called the N-word, have been called other racist derogatory names, have been threatened in some, like, racist way? Like, I had one guy, he told me that I deserve to be hanged. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is all because of some videos, bruh. I had got somebody that upset to where they want me to be hanged, bruh. And it's things like that where I'm like, bro, and the crazy thing is somebody gonna be all like, I was just trolling, bro. I wasn't even being serious. Yeah, you don't say things like that trolling. It's just, there's a way of trolling and then there's a way of not trolling. But anyways, no, so yeah, fast forward some months ago, so Minnesota Boy, he came back, and he pretty much was saying that, I was just trolling people, I wasn't being serious when I upload, but he can't just come out and apologize, and that's the one thing that I picked up from people when they do that trolling stuff, is, or if they, like, I guess, like, in his way of trolling, because there's another group of people that I got into it with through YouTube, where they tried saying the same thing to me, talking about, I was just trolling, and that's the thing where it's like, when things are said, because even from Minnesota Boy's fan base, like, stuff was said, like, I remember one guy was all like, you got like 40, or he was like, no, you got like 72 hours to apologize to Minnesota Boy, otherwise your channel is going to get hacked. And I'm thinking to myself, what am I apologizing for? Please explain it to me. What reason do I have to apologize to Minnesota Boy? I don't get that. That's something that I don't get. But yet he can, the thing is this, he can make a racist video towards white people, all right? Cuss out his fans, because I remember some of his fans were telling me that when they had was like questioning him about it, like, he cussed them out, called them racist derogatory names. He was even doing live streams telling people to dislike all my videos and stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, why do I need to apologize? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out, but yeah, it's like, Minnesota Boy, it's like, yeah, he has some stuff going on, but anyways, but even like outside of Minnesota Boy, like, just, I'm trying to think of well, it wasn't really any other besides just the robots, his like whole community and stuff. They were the ones trying to do the whole trolling stuff, but yeah, it's something where I'm like, you know what? With that audience, with Minnesota Boy's audience, and with any other person that harassed me, then they're all like, oh, but I was just trolling, bro. Look, the thing is this. You can't harass a person and then try to hide behind, like, just admit that you were wrong. Because at the end of the day, that's overall what that person is saying. They're admitting fault by saying that they're trolling. So it's either you just own up to I'm a racist, I'm this, I'm that, I'm all the things that you're calling me out to be, or just admit fault. one of those two things. But it's like, it's just, to me, it's something where you cannot say that I'm trolling, but then you're saying and doing some out-of-pocket stuff. That's not trolling, you know. And I feel like that you can even find some other videos online where people are like, yeah, they're messing with somebody in real life, and then they're all like, oh, I'm just like, outside of like the pranks and stuff, but yeah, they just do some crazy stuff. Or even the one guy, Ice Poseidon, where people were like pouring nasty things on him and stuff, and I guarantee and I promise you, they was like, I was just trolling, bro, I was just trolling. That's not trolling, man. All right, when somebody get to punching you across your head because of your quote unquote trolling, don't be like, oh, well, you know, and you done heard this podcast episode and you still want to go out your way and troll people. Don't say I didn't warn you. All right, so, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. Thank you guys, and peace.